Campbell is one of the most powerful families. They hold many giant industrial corporations, heavily influencing the country's economy. After graduating college with honors, the headmaster personally introduced me to work at the Campbell family mansion. At first, I was going to refuse. However, my decision immediately changed when I heard about their high salaries and witnessed their wealth with my own eyes. Hi, I'm Justin Brown. Please like and subscribe to follow my story. My first job there was as a library manager. But thanks to my high education, my understanding of many fields, and my thoroughness in work, I caught the eyes of Anthony, the head of the family. He promoted me to work in many higher positions. Until now, after many years of working for the Campbells, I've become the great butler at the Campbell family mansion. I handled all the mansion's internal affairs. This job wasn't as easy as I thought. Every day, I had to handle many different big and small tasks. I supervised everything, from ensuring every corner of the mansion was clean, the landscape inside and out must be harmonious, to every meal of the family members, etc. So, to ensure everything ran smoothly, I set up many rules for the people working in the mansion. One of the rules I set out for the people working in the mansion was they couldn't have a love relationship with their coworkers. Many people said I was too strict, but this was necessary to ensure things went well.
In recent years, you've handled the affairs of the mansion excellently. Before you, I had to deal with many problems by myself every day when I returned home. Now that I have a good night's sleep, it's all thanks to you, Justin.
Thank you for the compliment. It's just my responsibility and duty.
I see I haven't trusted the wrong person. Oh, here's the information about the guests who will be here this week. Although it's urgent, I hope you can prepare well for the event and make our guests feel welcome. They are all our family's important partners.
I've welcomed guests on the boss's behalf countless times, but this is the first time I had to prepare for such a huge number of visitors in a week, so there wasn't much time. Meanwhile, the number of workers was seriously lacking. The reason behind was because last week I discovered that quite a few couples were in love with each other. So I immediately fired them. I intend to gradually recruit and train new people to fill the vacant positions, but I didn't expect to have so many tasks in such a short amount of time.
Sir, here is a list of applicants. They all meet the recruitment criteria that you have set.
To work at the Campbell family mansion, you must meet many strict requirements about skills, attitude, and appearance. After that, they had to pass many challenges to prove themselves. But time didn't allow me to do all such steps. The preparation for the party was quite rushed. I went around the mansion to double-check everything. Sarah, come here! Who set up this countertop? All kinds of cutlery in the wrong place. The distance between the wine glasses isn't correct either.
Oh my god! It's the new maid. Sorry, I haven't checked it yet. Nancy, come here!
A smiling maid ran up to her. In the face of my anger, she did not show any concern. On the contrary, she showed an innocent smile that was too ignorant for the situation.
Oh, sorry, sir. I was careless. Let me fix it. What's with that joking attitude? No need to fix it. You need to get out of here. A sloppy person like you is not suitable for this job.
Wait, Sarah, just reprimand her. Don't let her make the same mistake again. We have no time to hire a replacement.
Yes, sir.
Fortunately, there was no incident after that. Everything went smoothly until the solemn atmosphere of the party was broken by the sound of something breaking. I tried to stay calm as I went to check on the mess. It was that maid again. She broke the plate while setting the guests' table. Excuse me, are you okay?
Thank you, I'm fine.
Apologies to the guests and clean up quickly.
It was my fault. I accidentally nudged her arm.
The guests were still happy, so I just frowned at the maid and continued to let her stay and do her work. But when the party was about to end, there was a scream that made me unable to hide my horror. The guests presented at the party also turned their attention to the other maid. What happened?
Something just crawled into my apron.
Calm down. Everyone's looking at you. I immediately pulled the maid out. What is your name?
Nancy, sir.
Do you know what you just did and what the consequence will be?
The first time was a guest's fault. You know that. And the second time, something crawled on me. It's still here.
Nancy quickly took off her apron and threw it away. A tiny white mouse crawled out from inside.
See? I'm not wrong. It's the culprit.
I don't care. Pack up and leave. I don't need you here anymore.
I'm sorry. Sir, I need this job. Please forgive me. I will not repeat this mistake.
Nancy apologized profusely, but I still refused to change my mind. Suddenly, a familiar voice rang out.
Bubble, here you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. I thought the cat took you.
Lady Glory, what are you doing here?
Bubble escaped from the cage this afternoon. Seeing that Uncle Justin was busy, I didn't dare to ask you, so I had to go around the mansion to find it.
Good heavens, where is the maid I arranged for you? You can tell her to do things like this.
She's like a robot, always treating me like a child. This morning, I told Sarah to change someone else to play with me.
Oh, I see. Let me call someone to take you to your room.
Wait, you found Bubble, right? Yeah, it crawled into my apron and scared the living hell out of me. My Bubble only gets this close to people it likes, and you're fun to talk to. Come with me. Let me treat you cakes to thank you for finding Bubble. Probably not, because I'm leaving soon. Why?
I tried to change the conversation, but Glory insisted on dragging Nancy along. Glory was a stubborn lady, so once she wanted to do something, even the boss couldn't stop her. I had to comply with Glory's will. Nancy would be fired anyway. There's no harm in letting her stay and entertain the lady for a while. The following morning, the boss called to reprimand me for the incident at the last night's party. In almost 10 years of working at the mansion, this was the first time I had seen my boss so angry with me. I left the boss's office upset when I saw Nancy bewilderedly walking in the hallway. Why was she still here? I told Sarah to complete the procedure to fire her, didn't I? What are you still doing here?
Glory? No. The lady said she wanted me to stay. Nancy will replace my old maid. No, she's going to be my friend.
What? No way, Glory. I can't let someone as clumsy as her take care of you. I'll arrange another one for you.
I'm an adult. I don't need someone to look after me anymore. Nancy is exactly what I need. We talked all night last night.
Okay, Glory. I'll let Nancy stay, but rules are rules. I still have to retrain her to keep you safe. Glory was displeased, but still had to hand Nancy back to me. In the following days, I had to prepare for the boss's parties and spend 2 hours a day training Nancy to become Lady Glory's maid. Nancy's only advantage was that she'd won Miss Glory's sympathy. Her appearance was average, but other things weren't good at all. She talked and behaved like a 10-year-old child, so I gradually adjusted her skills from how to talk, walk, and look to how to smile properly. Straighten your back. When meeting family members, don't roll your eyes like that. Look down and look at their chin. Why is your mouth always smiling like that? Just slightly smile.
Sir, my face has been like this since birth. I can't fix it on demand.
Then let me tell the lady that you don't want to continue. I can recruit someone else.
I'm sorry. I'll try harder.
Next, the personal maid had to know all the working rules by the back of her hand. What is the second rule in Chapter 34?
I think it's, you must keep your distance from the boss. Not too close. Right, sir?
No! That's rule number 8, Chapter 12. The second rule in Chapter 34 is workers are not allowed to have love relationships.
What kind of a weird rule is that? Love should be encouraged.
What did you say?
Nothing, sir.
After that, I also showed Nancy all the habits and hobbies of the lady, how to look after the lady in any situation, how to react when something went wrong, etc. After 2 weeks of training, Nancy also improved quite a bit. I hoped she wouldn't let me down. However, all my hopes shattered when I saw Nancy playing catch with Lady Glory in the flower garden carelessly. She even threw a handful of grass and soil at the lady. My limbs suddenly became weak. I was so scared that I couldn't scream. Oh my God, the master would... He saw this scene. Seeing me approaching, the lady quickly pulled Nancy and ran away. That night, I called Nancy to my office. I tried to control my anger to talk to her. What do you think you're doing, Nancy? I can't believe you did that after everything you've learned. Are you rebelling against me?
Between the lady's request and your order, what should I prioritize first?
The lady's request, of course.
Yes, that's the problem, sir. I didn't forget what you taught me. It's just that Lady Glory asked me to play with her like that.
You don't use the lady as a shield. You can have fun with the lady, but what about throwing dirt and grass at her? Did she also ask you to do that?
I'm sorry. It was because I was having so much fun that I forgot.
You come to talk to the lady, find a reason to leave. I won't accept you working here for another minute.
Sir, I've learned my lesson. I will never make the same mistake again. Please, don't fire me.
I couldn't risk Nancy continuing to serve here despite her pleas. The trust that this family had in me would be ruined. I didn't know what Nancy said to Lady Glory. I only saw her sadly carry her luggage and leave the mansion on the following day. The lady cried while walking Nancy to the gate. I didn't want to witness this either, but it was probably the best option. Since that day, Lady Glory has become unusually moody, even skipping meals often. I replaced many maids to serve her, but they were all sent away. The story reached the boss, and he called me to the office. Lady Glory was also present.
Justin, tell me, what's your problem?
Nothing's wrong, sir. I'm completely normal.
Normal? Is it normal for you to let my little Glory look so miserable?
Sir, I'm still trying to fix this problem. I'll find a suitable maid for the lady.
I don't need anyone but Nancy. Only she understands me.
Did you hear that, Justin? Glory lost her mother at a young age. I won't let her watch the person she loves leave.
Yes, sir. I understand. I left the boss's room and immediately got in the car. I drove to Nancy's house. Following the address on her file, I went to a slum in the city. As the small door opened slightly, the smell of food from inside made me cover my nose with a towel. An elderly lady opened the door for me, and some children were behind her. They looked at me with curious eyes. Nancy also immediately appeared. She came out with a pan of food.
Who's that? Sir?
Do you live like this?
Yes. Is there something wrong?
No, it's just...
Sir? How's Glory?
The lady was the reason why I came here. The boss personally asked me to invite you back to work. The salary will be up to you to decide.
Really? Even if you already know my true background?
Now wherever you are, I must make you return at any cost.
Haha, so my kids will have money to continue going to school.
That night, Nancy and I talked a lot. Thanks to this conversation, I got to know more about her. Nancy's situation was rough. She was the breadwinner of her family, trying to support her sick mother and 2 young children. But what questioned me was how she could always smile despite her difficult life. So when one person became the support for the whole family, they must try to be optimistic, to overcome everything, and make the people around feel secure, no matter what. Looking at her unchanging, carefree appearance, no one would believe that Nancy was a girl with many heavy thoughts more than anyone. The next day, Nancy went back to the mansion to work. I never saw Miss Glory so happy. The boss was also pleased. Looking at Nancy happily playing with Miss Glory, I wondered if that naivety was just her cover, or if it was her true face. I just know that I've gradually come to like this girl. Every day I took more time to train Nancy. Being together often, my relationship with Nancy also became closer. We talked more, and even changed our address when it was just us. Have you always been so carefree since childhood, Nancy?
Yes, from a young age, my parents taught me to always be happy. Part of it is also due to my training. I remember a few years ago when I went to work and got bullied. I cried all my way home. But as soon as I opened my house door, my tears would automatically stop flowing. Everyone in the family is counting on me, so I can't be weak in front of them. Gradually, I got my current carefree look.
Since Nancy returned, I suddenly realized I was smiling more than before. Maybe her positive energy has already been transferred to me. As time passed, everyone in the mansion talked about my change. From a stern and cold butler, I've become friendly and warm. As for Nancy, I didn't know what to say. I was her superior, her manager, but now I felt confused every time I saw Nancy. It was the first time I had such a strange feeling. Nancy, you're coming home tomorrow, right?
Yes? Why are you asking?
Then, if you're not busy, I'd like to invite you to dinner. Is that okay? Nancy smiled and nodded, and that day, many people saw me singing while walking in the mansion. I was so happy I thought I was crazy. Everything went according to plan. Nancy and I had a wonderful dinner together. It couldn't be any better. When I left, I mustered up the courage to hold her hand, but Nancy quickly withdrew her hand.
Justin, we can't.
What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of our status, the distance, or the pressures weighing on our shoulders? I know it all. I'll try to arrange everything. Will you wait for me? Maybe, by this moment, I knew I had fallen in love with Nancy. In the following days, Nancy tried to avoid me, and I still sought every opportunity to be near her. At this time, logic could not help me control my emotions, but it was that feeling that made me forget my duties, forget the principles that I've set out for myself. And what must come has come. The boss called for me. Nancy and Sarah were also present.
Justin, Sarah said you broke the rules of work. Are you having a love relationship with Nancy here?
I have all the proof, sir.
Sarah, did you follow me?
So, you admitted it, Justin?
You call yourself the head butler, yet you can't even obey the rules. How can you discipline your subordinates?
I was wrong, boss. I accept any punishment.
I can't let Nancy go because Glory still needs her care. As for you, you won't be able to sit in the head butler position anymore. This position will now be Sarah's.
Sir, it's my fault. It was I who managed to approach the butler. He's just a victim.
Ha! Why so serious? Justin, you're good at everything, but you're always stuck in a bunch of rules. Remember what I said to you? Be more relaxed and flexible.
What do you mean?
From now on, you will be my assistant. Sarah, this will also be your test. Breaking the rules is not good, but betraying the person who once supported you is 1,000 times worse. You know what I mean? Continue Justin's work. Finish the things he hasn't completed. Remember, being too stiff won't bring good results.
Yes, sir.
Justin, Nancy, come quickly.
The boss took my hand and Nancy's. He put them on top of each other.
Justin, you've given so much to Campbell. From now on, live real to your feelings.
Nancy and I looked at the boss. It was so touching that we almost cried. But that warm atmosphere was immediately shattered by his laughter. I took Nancy's hand and left. When the door opened, I knew that a bright future awaited us.